next at 4.
Pet rabbits have a lot of personality. They can make great indoor pets, but you need to know if bringing one into your home is the right idea for you and your family. So we have Jenny Hoyt here. She's with the New Hanover County Rabbit Rescue. And so you have some information on whether these are good pets for your family. How do you know if a bunny is right for you?
Well, if you're doing it impulsively and it's Easter time and it's just something like that, it's probably not a good idea. If you're trying to adopt it because your kid thinks they're cute, it's probably not a good idea. It really needs to be the parent that wants the rabbit, because the parent is going to be the one taking care of the rabbit.
And you brought a rabbit here with you today. I think we have our bunny
Dory.
cam over there to show us Dory. What is it like looking after a pet like Dory?
You know, if you know what you're doing, it's not that hard, but it comes down to care for a rabbit is a little bit more complicated than most people think. They have to have a certain kind of diet. They eat 80% hay.
Oh, wow.
You know, so if they're not getting the proper diet, you're going to cause some medical issues. So it's just a lot of knowledge that needs to be thought of and take in consideration before you go out to get one.
And you have do's and don'ts right here on our table when it comes to eating, things like no cereal.
That's right. A lot of people you would think would be common sense, but a lot of people are like, oh, they like Cheerios, it's a treat. Yeah, it's processed, so you do not want to do that.
Your
That
bunny
is
does not
healthy.
like Cheerios.
No, your bunny does not like Cheerios.
Keep
It's not
those for the
healthy.
humans. Now,
That's
what
right.
else do we have here that we want to tell people about?
Well, hay, this is the most important thing in a rabbit's diet, and a good quality pellet. So you want to stay away from these pellets over here that have a lot of processed corn and nuts and seeds. They're more for the human than they are for the rabbit, because they're eye candy for us. So they're more marketed towards the humans than they are the health of your pet.
And I see in Dory's pen you have a lot of toys and activities for her.
Right, they got to have some kind of enrichment or they get bored. I mean, you can't, rabbits are not caged small animal, you know, they should not be in a small cage. They need plenty of room, plenty of exercise. This over here is the proper type of enclosure that you would want for your rabbit.
And can it be an indoor-outdoor pet?
Well, we don't recommend them being outside because of your predators and the fleas and the ticks and all kinds of other things that you have to take in consideration. These rabbits are litter box trained. They're really house rabbits. So you would start with an enclosure like this, and eventually you can take the enclosure up, but it's like having a puppy. You start small before you give them a lot of room.
I love it. Dory is not camera shy at all.
No, she's not. She's a ham.
Straight toward game over there. She is a ham.
She's a ham.
And it brings an important point, what you were talking about, though. Something you brought here today says setting your pet rabbit loose doesn't make her free. It makes her food.
It does.
They are
predators.
house
They're prey.
trained. Yeah.
They're prey, and a lot of people get them for Easter, and they don't think, oh, it's just a rabbit, we'll let it free. No, you can't. It's a completely different species, and it's very unfortunate that rabbits do get set free, and we don't want that. So don't get a pet rabbit unless you know what you're getting into.
And
you're
more
prepared to.
information for people who are considering it, can they just call you?
They can, or they can go to rabbit.org or my website at nhcrabbitrescue.com. I have a lot of educational, informational stuff on that website.
All right, fantastic. Thanks for being here today and
Thank you.
educating us about this. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Well, when we return, we're going to take a look